Day 4. Apparently I set too high of a standard for myself yesterday with all the fireworks and sing-songing and sunshine and shit. None of that bullshit today. Just me and my wood.
Alright, I cut the wood. Let's cut the other wood. It's all about that bass, no bevel.
Okay, I did it! Hell yeah! Shit! Alright!
Got this Ryobi corner cat. Hooked up to dust collection. Pretty sweet. I've had to replace the bottom pad on this thing twice now. Well, the second time coming up soon because it's falling the fuck off. Got extra screws in there holding that son of a bitch on there half-assedly. We'll see if it makes it through. Brand new piece of 80 grit sand. Anyway. Gonna sand it up, baby. Or maybe I'll just go back to bed.
That's good! That's 1:15 to go! See me feeling it with my finger? That's how you know if it's good or not. Give it the finger test first. Just like that. Done! Flip it! I forgot I'm painting it, not staining it. I can be a little bit more aggressive, really. Did I mention I'm gonna paint this? Oh, I wonder what color he's gonna paint it. Oh, I can't wait to see. Probably shit brown. Yeah, that's what color I think I'll paint it. Shit brown. That ought to look nice, right?
Damn. Feel like that only took like 3 minutes. Nice. Now I'm gonna get some regular sandpaper and sand these sharp ass edges. So that'll be real exciting too. Make sure I film that entertainment. Got some used 100 grit. I'm gonna go over these sharp ass corners with. Might even want to do that earlier in the process because they can flake off and chip and shit and cut you. But I'm doing it now because I like the pain, baby. Want to feel it? Makes you know you're alive. Why not use the electric sander on this too? Because you can go with the grain and get little spots and shit that you can't get with that hand sander. Even the precious fucking corner cat that sneaks in all the corners can't get what I can get with my hand. You don't want to leave big goddamn scratches because that'll show up in the paint. 100 grit is pretty aggressive. I'm only pushing on the peak here. I'm not pushing on the flat part. I don't want to scratch it with 100 grit because it's already pretty smooth. And that'd be fucking dumb. You'd just be making more fucking work for yourself. Unless you're some goddamn masochist that likes to sand for fucking days and hours. Do it right. Do it right from the beginning. Do it right from the start. There's a life philosophy for you. No fucking shortcuts. Get it done and get it done right the first time and be fucking done with it. Leave it right for the next guy. Just kidding. I cheat at shit all the time. I don't care. Nobody knows. Nobody's watching me. You can do whatever you want to. Nobody gives a shit, really. They might fucking act like they do, but they're all worried about themselves. We're all worried about ourselves, really, aren't we? And this has taken kind of a dark turn, hasn't it? That's all right, because pretty soon we're going to have our very own deluxe 3-foot rainmaker. All done. Ready to sit there and turn upside down and spin and spin and spin for hours and hours and hours. Just listening to the rainfall. Listening to our own rainfall. This is going to be rain that we're making ourselves for our own enjoyment and the enjoyment of others. For days and weeks and months and decades and centuries and millennia and eons that come, we're going to be flipping this fucking rainmaker that we spent fucking 20 hours goddamn making in our basement with nobody else around, sitting here filming this shit, editing this shit for no fucking reason. All right, that looks great. Feels great too. Yeah, I'm gonna sand these. Them sharp. I'm gonna use the corner cat again.
6, 7, 8. 4, 4, 4, 4. All make me sing now.
Left hand, can't take it anymore. Gotta switch it up. Ambidextrous, switch hitter, like being with a stranger. Dude, some guy asked me to make this for him that I just met, and I said, fuck it, all right. You have any idea what I'd have to charge this guy to break even on this shit with all the time I got in this and the materials? I mean, if you just count the material I used on this, not including the 4x8 sheet, just the part of the sheet that I used for this, plus the beads and all the other dumb shit, can of spray paint, polyurethane, I don't know, let's call it $30 maybe, between 20 and 30. And then how many hours did I spend on this? Just making it, not the filming bullshit. I don't know. I mean, let's say it only took me 2 hours to make this. What's your time worth to you? If I told this guy $100 for this thing, he'd shit in his pants. I'm just gonna sell it to him for fucking cost. I don't care. I'm just doing it for fun to be a nice guy. Sound real nice, don't I? Real nice. Come over here. I'll be nice to you too. I'll touch you and hug you and squeeze you and love you and call you my very own. And every once in a while, if you're really good, I'll let you out of the pit. Sand it with the grain. What does that mean? Where is this grain and why aren't they sanding with me? I don't know. I never figured it out. Maybe you can look it up for me and tell me about it. Put that in the comments section. Oh, by the way, you should subscribe to my channel. It is something else. Something god awful and terrible. Only really meant for a few people. Kind of like therapy. You're sitting here, you're touching stuff. You're all rubbing on stuff. I think I might need some time alone. Got a cross grain scratch there, I think. I'm not sure what the grain exactly is still, but I think this is a cross grain scratch. Oh yeah, you can see it. Look at that. See that thing? Should I try to sand that shit out? I guess. Let me get the 100 grit. It's going to take quite a bit of the 100 grit. Might get that fucking corner cat back out. Fucking corner cat it. Yeah, look at that, sanding completely through the outside layer. This outside layer on this thing, I can't even imagine how thin. In my wildest imagination, cannot imagine how thin it is. Can't even conceive of it. Must be microscopic. Must be measured in microns or nanometers. Picometers, perhaps. That's good. We're going to dust this thing off. I'll probably vacuum it, hit it with some cheesecloth. Is that what they call it? Tack cloth, maybe. And then we're going to paint it outside in the beautiful sunshine. That's going to be nice. There's always birds out there chirping. We're going to get to listen to some of those birds today. Just me and you. It'll be real nice. We're going to paint this. We're going to listen to some really nice birds just a chirping. They don't care what's going on. They're just doing bird things. Gathering twigs, making nests, bathing in the bird baths, digging up worms, giving them to their babies. I'll see you there in just a minute. All right, guess we'll go ahead and paint it now. What a beautiful day it is outside. I think I'll paint it 2 or 3 coats on the sides and the top and the bottom. And then we'll go ahead and let that dry, and then I'll flip it over and get the rest. Sound like a plan? Yeah, sounds good to me too. That's the first coat. Let's let that dry, and we'll come back in just a few minutes. It's 90 degrees, so it won't be long.
While we're taking a little break outside, I'd like to show you my favorite flower, dinner plate hibiscus, and it has a beautiful giant dinner plate size flower all over it. Here's the first bloom of this year. This just opened up yesterday, and as you can see, it's about the size of my hand already. They love sunlight and they love the rain. They love feeling good, just like you and like me. All right, are you ready to watch as I put the second coat of paint on the Rainmaker and the first coat of paint on my cell phone lens? Wonderful. Fantastic. Beautiful. Amazing. What a gorgeous day. What a gorgeous day to be alive. My goodness. There's no real good reason to show the third coat of paint, but I'm gonna show you anyway. One side's all done. Now it's time to flip it and paint the rest. See you then, friend.
Are you ever afraid to leave your house because you just don't know what's waiting out there for you? Or maybe you do know and you don't want to face it. Sometimes you just have to. You gotta unlock the door first, though.
And just like that, the painting is done. Much like this day is done. And as the sun begins to go down on this day, as it does on our lives, one can't help but think about the days past and the sorrow and torment we've all had to endure up until this point, and perhaps be a little bit thankful that we are near the end. So, just got to put some polyurethane on this and it'll be done. Cool.
Day 5, home stretch, final countdown. Getting this Rainmaker done. Gonna put that polyurethane on today. Got an old can, got a new can.